as you know, we bring them beautiful. See, Nollywood is so endowed with beautiful ladies. I don't know how they do it.
I don't even know how.
Honestly, I don't know. I try not to find the ugly. I can't see the ugly ones.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know.
They come out and everybody don't find.
I don't know. Maybe they look at them like, okay. I think.
Okay, we'll take it, Sha.
I think it's one of the criteria to get into the industry because
maybe
they just keep. I guess I've always been quite beautiful.
Are you trying to say that's why I didn't get it? You know that this is my pet peeve.
Okay, so let's just go to our guest. Our guest today is no other than Trinity Ugonaboe. Good afternoon and welcome to Nollywood on Radio.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much.
How have you been?
Very well, thank you.
Let's start with this. I know the country has been crazy for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the government says they are working on it. It's time for us to, manage till the time we not enjoy it. For you as a thespian, going on locations, having to fuel and all this. As your prices change, your fee have they changed, and how have you maintained, moving from one location to the other?
So far it's not been easy, but definitely everything has to go up. You get if it doesn't, then that means I'll be shooting myself on the leg. Definitely, the artist fee has gone up. My fee generally has gone up because that's the only way I'll be able to manage this hard time. If not, I'll probably be begging on the streets or exactly, or probably start a GoFundMe.
But doesn't that deter, producers or people who want to cast you for a role?
Or has it reduced the quality?
Has it reduced the quality of what you give?
It can never reduce the quality of what I give. We are all in this country.
Mm-hmm.
We are all in this country. We all see what is going on. They see what is going on, right? So the thing is, people try as much as possible to, I would use the word, not offend each other, right? Mm-hmm. Let's somewhat meet in the middle and hope that everything gets better.
But they understand you when you let them know that it has increased.
Those that understand. Those that don't understand, I don't think I can help them.
But don't you feel bad? Especially when you expect the roles to come in, and it's not coming as much as you would have wanted. And it's not like it's not coming, but it's not coming because
at the right price.
At the right price, exactly.
Sorry, come again?
Don't you feel deterred with the fact that they are coming, but they're not coming at the right price, and you don't get to do, say, out of 10 that comes, they are sticking with probably your old fee, and they don't want to bend, and you probably have to do maybe 2 out of 10. Don't you feel deterred and feel bad?
I don't. First of all, I'm a creative, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't think there is anything called being idle when it comes to being a creative. For a creative, if I'm not on set, if I'm not filming, I'm writing, I'm making stories, I'm doing something, I'm creating content, thanks to social media, thanks to YouTube, thanks to Facebook, right? And also, I'm a strong believer of what is meant for me would stay with me. You get? So sometimes it's not even all about putting out chunk of work there. Sometimes it's best you, yes, have the quantity, but then quality is really important. So, yeah.
Okay, so as a creative, what's your range? Because we see you as an actress, but beyond that, what's your range as a creative person? What's your what are your fortes? What did you start with? Where are you now in terms of career?
This journey. Okay, so I started off as a hairstylist in film. Yeah, way back before I gained admission into the higher institution.
What year, if you don't mind?
That's will I remember now? That's 20.
Once you remember when you left school, you remember.
Yeah, I left school in 2017. Okay, let's say 2012, 2011, 2012-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was doing this program with Tunde Lawrence at the time. Yeah, as a makeup artist, as a hairstylist, right? Then gradually I became a makeup artist. Right, I think that was after school. I went back as a makeup artist. And then I'd always had like the passion for acting too, though. Somehow I found myself acting, right? And that was it. From acting, sometime in 2021, I went for the Ebony Life Creative Academy.
Mhm.
That's for the production class.
Okay.
Yeah, and after which I started producing. I did a project for Elka with a couple of other producers. That's the Samaritan, and came out, and I've been doing a few jobs as a producer. So far, I think I've been doing more producing lately. Yeah.
And so I'm quite intrigued and I'm interested, in how you got into acting, because you're an stylist on the set, and then you came back, you went back to school, then you came back to now be an actress. Was it that you came back and you just said, no, I'm no longer an stylist, I want to be an actress?
No.
So how did it happen?
Okay, how it happened? So I remember in school. Okay, in school, I was schooling, and I had the salon in school at the time, right? So I think I had my house was my salon and where I lived in school.
What school?
School.
Did you attend, if you don't mind?
Okay, so I attended University of Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, I studied English and literature. So after a while, there was this trending thing with makeup and all. I had to go and learn makeup artistry. When I finished school, I was on a set doing my thing, and they somewhat needed someone to play a role, and it felt like an opportunity for me. Yeah, I thought to I volunteered. I don't even know if I was paid for that. I don't even know if I was paid for it, but then I volunteered, and I did it, and then more jobs came, right? And that was it. It was
Okay, so sex for a role is a big part of Nollywood. Any film industry in the world, really, if we are being honest. In fact, any industry, not just film.
Exactly.
Is there's sex for marks, sex for roles, sex for jobs, sex for
promotion.
Sex for interview.
Sex for promotion.
I mean, sex for promotion. There's sex for everything.
Almost everything.
And every time there is an opportunity for someone to come out and say that this has happened to me, people try to shoot the person down and say that, oh, this didn't happen. Or no, you're just like, that's how everybody in the industry is. Have you ever experienced that syndrome in the industry, one? And then, if you haven't, have you heard stories of it happen?
I have. I would not go into details, but then I have definitely, and it was really devastating. I think it was at that point that I thought to just give up on the industry. Like, girl, look for something else to do, because for real, if you have to, they come and say, okay, do this with me, and you get this. How many people are you really going to sleep with, for real, right? How many? Because it then means that you have to literally have to sleep with somebody to get something.
Something
right?
is the price for fame.
Is it? Okay, I'll come back to that.
We'll let you come back to that.
I'll come back to that. So I at some point I got tired, right? And I thought to just let it go, just face my hairstyling and makeup. And
this was while as hairstyling, not as an actress.
As an actress, actually, but then it's everywhere. I once had someone, a production manager, tell me that she was that someone actually requested sex to have her come and be the PM on set, like sex to come and stress myself on your.
Interesting.
So truth is, it's everywhere. It's just it's unfortunate, but then again, we all just have to learn to devise a means to, meander our way out of it. Yeah.
I think it's something that is prevalent, and we just have to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Quite a number of people would not see it as a big deal, but it is a big deal, and we have to keep talking about it, and we have to, drown it with our voices while we talk about it every time. But that takes me to your experience in Nollywood, give or take, you have almost a decade or over a decade. From hairstyling to acting and producing, over a decade.
Over. I mean, it's been. I've been on and off.
So give or take, it's like let's just put it as a decade, even the times you were off. So now it makes me want to ask, how has the experience, because you've not just done one facet of the industry, you've done different parts. You've done hairstyling, you've done acting, you're still acting. Now you've done producing. How has all those experiences with the ones you just shared with us, has all those shaped your perspective on how you tell your story when you're in front of camera as an actress, and how you develop your character?
Okay, so first off, for me, this is passion, and aside it being passion, it's something I know I have to always work on regularly, right? Generally, my experience in the industry, I think, has made me a better creative, in the sense that people expect you not to be able to attain a certain height. I have also come to the realization that in all honesty, you can't even do it by yourself. It's very important to have mentors, right? So my experience taught me that, and one way or the other, I have been blessed with really amazing people who carry me along, who literally baby me through all of this process without making me have any hard time or wanting whatever it is the other people want from me, right? So,
but some people say it is those godmothers or even the mentors that ask them directly for it.
Now the question is, how do you even find your mentor? What did you see? What is that thing you saw in somebody that made you feel, okay, this person should mentor me, right? Sometimes you cannot go to a cold room and ask for hot coffee, right? If you want hot coffee, you go to a coffee shop, right? So when you do it wrongly, whatever happens is, I don't want to say on you, but
I totally get.
Okay, so with the advent of, there are a lot of female producers that are doing fantastically now. And you said yourself that you're also into producing now, even much more than acting. Now, as much as we cannot say that the sex for real thing is over in the industry, the advent of female producers reduces it by a lot. I want to believe.
Yeah.
What are the challenges that people now accuse female producers of? You are one yourself. So I believe that you have the insight. What are the things that people now accuse female producers of doing that you think is also becoming a stereotype that would harm people or harm the industry or make the industry, look negative to outsiders?
Or to your upcoming?
Upcoming who? The film actors
that are coming. Of course, you relate with your producer.
Definitely, yeah. A female. So I think a few people think that the female producers are mean. Yes, they think they are mean, not really friendly and all. But I think it's a wrong notion, right? I think it's more a case of women are perfectionists. They like to, for real, yes, they like to give a woman your money and you'd see results, right? So a woman doing all of that, producing, for goodness sake, you are handling hundreds of people. A lot of people are under your care, and you're not expected to be going about smiling and all. So people just think that female producers are mean and too competitive, like they always have like this competition amongst themselves. I can't say that for sure, but I know I've heard a couple of people say things like that, right? So I think that's the information I have so far. I don't think there is any other thing.
Okay. I mean, I just asked how you got into the acting set. And you've explained to us. So, in no particular order, are there specific roles or projects that you would say helped project your career to where you are, or transported your career to where you are today, that you can remember?
Specific projects. It's a journey, really. All of them, they all had their impact, for real. Because even the supposed specific project, a project you had done took you to that, led you to that, right? But so far, coming out from film school and after a very short
Which of the film schools? Sorry to break.
Ebony Life Creative
Ebony Life
Academy,
Creative,
yeah.
okay.
And after over a very short period of time, coming out with one of the what was that? Highest grossing indigenous, like Igbo language film, the Bright Prize. Was it was a big deal. I produced the Bright Prize, and it actually did a lot to my career. Yeah, so the Bright Prize should be it. But then again, all of them, it's a journey.
Okay, follow up before our question. How has that been rewarding in terms of finance?
In terms of finance,
Has it converted to money for you?
yeah.
I mean, that are clean. Has it converted to a lot of money? That's your success story.
Was Bright Prize a financial success?
It was, or it's still, because it's still on Amazon Prime.
Amazon. So
Yeah.
when you finished that and you saw that, has it now converted to more
money, more jobs,
more jobs and all that?
Money, yeah, jobs, yeah, definitely. At least people see your product and know that, okay, if she has done this, if she was able to pull this with this, then she can do more, right? So most times people want to see. There is this thing I tell people. People like to invest where they are sure. Nobody wants to throw away their money. You don't just come and say, oh, this person didn't give me a job. This person, when you don't have anything to show for it, you have to show me that, okay, if I give it to you, you will do it. So I think that is what the Bright Prize had done for me so far.
Okay, finally for me. So there is this argument that people have that the way doctors go to medical school is the same way actors must go to acting school, film school, or producers must go to film school. Do you think that it is important for every practitioner in Nollywood to go to one form of formal education school that helps their craft? Or do you think that talent might just be enough? I mean, we've seen people who just come into the industry and make overnight successes with just talent.
Okay, I will not overlook the part of talent, but to be honest, talent isn't exactly enough. The etiquettes, there are other things, right? So I believe that people should actually experience film school, because there are a lot of things you need to know. There is just like buying a drug over the counter, right? You buy the drug, right? But then again, who is prescribing? Nobody's prescribing. You're just taking it at your own risk, right? Which is which is why it's important to see a pharmacy and then, or see a doctor. A doctor will prescribe and then you go to the pharmacy to buy your drug. So it's very important people actually go to film school. You learn a lot. You get to understand a lot. I have been in film before I went to film school. But film school changed the game for me. It made me realize a lot of things. Most times I sit down and wish I could go back in time and change some things. But then I can't. But the beautiful part of it is the fact that I have gone, I have learned, I now understand, right? So now I'll take what I have learned and then impute it now. And to be honest, the difference is actually really clear. When you see people who have actually gone to film school and people who do not have any formal training in film, it's different.
Thank you very much, Trinity. Thank you so much for honoring our call. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up timely. That is one thing we can't take away from a good person and a professional at that. But before you go, I need to ask this. I know you don't want to tell me, but it's very important. There are things we just want exclusive for Nollywood on radio. So what's the native name?
My native name?
Yes.
Uchechukwu, aka Adannaya.
Hey,
You now left best for the last.
Uchechukwu, aka
Adannaya. So the thing is, Adannaya is actually a pet name my dad calls me. Adannaya means her father's daughter, her father's first daughter, right? But then somehow people prefer to call me Adannaya. People don't even know my name is Uchechukwu. Uchechukwu means the will of God.
the will of God, yeah.
Yeah. So Adannaya Uchechukwu.
Thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you for showing up on time. And thank you for giving us an insight into your world as a thespian,
Thank you.
as a producer, and as a former hairstylist. I hope you will try, to have a company that would continue that part. Because we've had someone of these guests who still does our makeup.
Yes, it's
She's
still
now an
on.
actress
It's still
as
on.
well. It's still on.
Yes, Trinity signature.
Ah, good,
Yes.
good. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's been wonderful having this conversation with you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I have a movie that
Okay.
would be
Please
out
go ahead.
soon. Next year, sometime next year. We were actually on Afrif. We screened on Afrif for the very first time. It's titled DNA. Definitely
Yeah.
not an angel, right? A very beautiful film, like
Okay.
really beautiful. I found myself telling that story so that I can be a voice to victims, like people who have been molested by people who are supposed to be protecting them. Yeah, so it's a different film, and I hope that when it comes out, you'll try and see it.
Is it going to the cinemas? Is it going on streaming platforms? Is it going on YouTube?
Don't worry, when it comes out, you'll
That means
know.
we would have you some other time next year. That is sorted. So we are
Yeah.
having
Adannaya.
Adannaya. That's it. We're having Adannaya Ugonaboe
Yeah.
next year, 2025, on Nollywood on radio, where she will be
Definitely.
giving us details and more things about our new film, which will be coming out 2025. Thank you once again for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be back with our next guest.